What you get with Bellarmine's respiratory therapy degree is a well-rounded education that prepares you for high-skilled practice as a respiratory therapist, where you also know how to be compassionate to your patients, work on the interprofessional team, and really grow your experience as a leader in the profession, being that you are completing a higher level degree than what's required by the state.
The Bellarmine students just really know what they're doing, and the doctors see that, the hiring managers see that, the directors see that. They're just in a different league.
As a respiratory therapy student at Bellarmine, you are recruited exponentially, not only from the surrounding area in Louisville, Kentucky, but in several surrounding states and even several states away. Bellarmine's respiratory therapy program is known to graduate exemplary RTs.
When we hire a Bellarmine student and they're getting ready to graduate, they are ready to take their boards. They are more than ready. We have never had a student from Bellarmine ever not pass in the first try.
We are one of 5 master's entry-level respiratory therapy programs in the country and one of 2 bachelor's programs in the state of Kentucky.
The reason why I went into respiratory care is to truly make a difference with patients.
Compassion is at the center of everything we do with a patient. They might have an ID band, but underneath that ID band, on the other side of that stethoscope, is a human that oftentimes woke up that day not knowing what that day was going to look like. And when they come to see us in the hospital, they're often very ill. And so not only are we treating that illness, not only are we trying to manage their breathing and their circulation until they're better, we're dealing with a person.
We take care of patients when they're their most vulnerable. They can't breathe, and we're able to help them along the way to hopefully get better and to go home.
I never really have a day where I wake up and don't want to come to work, just because I know that I'm going to hopefully come in and do something good.
Things that I think stands respiratory therapists apart from other professions is it really is a specialty licensure. You have that dedicated knowledge, you have that great clinical foundation.
It just makes you feel good. It's a feel-good feeling when you see these kids get up and leave. It's a very heartwarming experience, especially when you see pictures of these kids on Facebook or something of that nature where they're like 3 or 4. You saw them when they were a couple pounds, maybe on a ventilator with a tube down their throat, and now they're running around, talking, having fun, laughing.
Compassion is meeting that person where they are, and I really think that Bellarmine University does a very good job of bringing that holistic education so that students in respiratory therapy, they understand what death and dying is like and how that may be different from individual to individual. Yeah, you did get it. And how did you get it? Yeah, so perfect for a guy. There you go. Our profession is highly needed, and it has been for a long time, but now with this pandemic, it's absolutely evident the role that respiratory therapists play at the bedside.
What makes it unique here at Bellarmine is you have an opportunity to see if any of those clinical areas appeal to you. They really make sure your clinical experience highlights all of the possibilities that your licensure contains.
It's hard to put into words, I get goosebumps just saying it, that you have some really hard days because you do see people at their worst, but you give them breath and you give them a chance at life.